Section 43.02 of the Penal Code, a person commits an offense if the person knowingly offers or agrees to receive a fee from another to engage in sexual conduct.
Yes, Your Honor. And that would be
B, person commits the offense if the person knowingly offers or agrees to pay a fee to another for the purpose of engaging in sexual contact with that person. That sounds like it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is 43.02 subpart B. So the offense under subsection B is a Class B misdemeanor, except that the offense is a Class A misdemeanor if the actor has previously been convicted 1 or 2 times, a state jail felony. Have you been convicted before? No.
You know how hard it's getting just to tell people I know you?
You understand what has happened today, sir?
I do, Your Honor.
I guess that's not a mistake you'll make again.
No, I've never seen anything.
It can ruin a lot in your life. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
That is yes.
I was a little drunk. Plus, I was horny.
That is yes. Andrew Hoosier.
He's outside. Oh, he's outside.
One three CR 140 is called. Andrew Chase Hoosier, and Mr. Burbank is your attorney, and it is, let me guess, GPS issues. Is that what we're here for? Yeah, because what was the previous event? Did we have any? You've been here before. Did we reset it for an announcement or something?
Yes, sir.
We've been giving them time, Your Honor.
This was reset until January. Oh, okay, back then. Reset for an announcement on 1/16. I don't know what happened after that. But cases reset to 3/27 for an announcement. GPS not being charged. That's what I'm getting from the bondsman.
The charge is broken. So
Did you attempt to try to?
yeah, I called today. It's hard to get a hold of them. They said it's, you know, that the wife problem at the time, his wife passed away, so I guess that's why we get hold of them.
Right.
So I just
Have you corrected it?
well, they deactivated. They told me to cut it off and turn it in.
So you don't have a GPS device
I
on?
paid for it.
You don't have one on?
No. They told me to take it off and turn. So I caught up on the payment. So I turned it inside.
I doubt Johnny's would ever tell anyone to cut it off and damage the machine.
Told me to cut it off.
They would usually report back to the facility and they would remove it and replace it with a working.
They told me they did bell bonds for me. I didn't take it off.
It was a bell bond.
I'll cut it off and turn it in. And I told her I was going to talk to you first, which I did. And every time I call up there every week, they kept telling me to cut it off.
Okay, I think
Stop it. Get some help.
I think I've heard what I need to hear. 2 things. Number 1, you have to have that. Number 2, we have a doctor tomorrow.
Yes.
Right? Ask them to be up here. I want you back up here tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to figure this out. And I'm going to find out what their side is. And I'm going to weigh if it's different and determine whether you're telling me the truth or not, or whether it's believable.
Well, I
And
didn't pay the
if
payment.
you're going to interrupt me, then you can have a timeout over there. We can't both speak over, and I'm speaking. And that's important that it gets placed on the record because you can't speak with both people. these were very serious cases as alleged. That's why we treat it very seriously to ensure that there's not a potential, that we at least lessen the potential for additional wrong behavior, but also it ensures that if there is an allegation of something, we know where you were at the time. It protects you too. Without it, that is indefensible. And it is against, I say, have it. You're ordered to have it. Now, how you get it is your business. But if they're not going to be able to apply it, you go to another bondsman. That's your responsibility. I've set the bar, you get over the bar, or else you stay in jail. That's all we have. If something bad happens next, front page of the paper ought to be who's to blame. It's not really me. But I'm going to make sure that you're held accountable to the order of the court. You have to get something one way or the other. And if it's not working, you go to another bondsman. But we're going to have a hearing tomorrow and find out why. Because let me just say, my experience with outline bonding, they seldom fail. And they would have called me. But I'm going to give everybody a chance to be heard. But if I find out you're telling me something that's not true, you're going to sit this one out in jail.
Whatevs.
Okay, we'll deal with it tomorrow. No, we'll deal with it tomorrow when the person is here.
Yeah. What time? 9 o'clock?
Yeah,
30.
yeah, 9:30 because we do initials at 9. Is that good? All right. And make
Kind
sure
of reset,
that
please.
the proper people are here from Allied. Thank you.
And Johnny's, it's 2 different places.
I don't know whoever.
I need you to.
He says it's Allied.
Allied's the bondsman, but they don't provide the GPS. Johnny's does. You want both of them here?
But once again, Allied's on the bond. They have to be up here too because they're the ones ultimately responsible. Whoever they sub it out to, they've got to oversee that.
And here we go. The next morning.
Can I get a second?
And do I call you once it's faxed to make sure everything's, can I call you once it's faxed to make sure everything's?
Yep. Yes, absolutely.
I don't want to get you.
Yeah. No. Yes, absolutely. Give us a call. Okay.
Yes.
Here, I'll write our main office lines.
Thank you. I'm not getting Patsy at all here.
You're welcome. Yeah.
She's been in there. She's been waiting a while.
Try to get it before lunchtime. That way we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do I need to do
You
something?
can make phone calls.
Set 3 participants down at the bottom.
Do I need to?
See the participants down there?
Yes.
I don't know if she's not got her video on or.
What's the phone number and the fax?
It's the phone number.
Since she just got, yeah, she doesn't have her video on.
How do I get her invite, I guess, huh? That's Clint. What did I get? Have Clint.
Turn it back, Clint.
Clint.
Oh, I don't know the fax number off the top of my head. Go out through the blue double doors and use that phone and call her in the back and ask my coworker to give you the fax number, okay?
Video turned off
How do you know that?
because there's no little camera beside her. See, it's got the little, just the microphone when you move your arrow out of the.
Big house, rename, allow. And then. How do I? Normally there's something about.
Just send her a message.
Yeah.
There she is again. Now she's back.
There's also going to be a message that pops up that says that this is being live streamed and she has to click OK for her screen to pop up.
There she is. There she is.
Finally.
Ryan,
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Can you hear us? Fine.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. We can hear you very well. Here, we have an issue on, a matter involving, the defendant here, Andrew Hoosier. Mr. Hoosier is, let's see, here's cause number 23 CR 140. You, are charged with family assault, a third-degree felony. As a condition of your bond, you were required to have a GPS device so that we know where you are, since that is very important under this type of case. We don't want any allegations of contact until this can be resolved with you and the victim. Do you understand?
Yes.
Mr. Burbank is here, your attorney, and we received a message. Where is it? That the GPS was not being charged properly. It's according to the bonds people. So I set this hearing to find out what this is all about, because failure is not an option on this condition. You understand?
Yes.
Do you have a GPS now on you?
I cut it off. I was told to cut it off and turn it in. It's been deactivated. I caught up on the payments and.
Wait. Who in the world would have told you that? That would have been in defiance of my order.
That was somebody from Allied.
In the paperwork, he was not paid, and so his account was deactivated. Nobody told him to cut the monitor off.
Okay.
That I know.
Patsy, at Allied. Do you hear what the defendant just said?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Would y'all have ever told him to cut off the GPS device?
No, sir.
What if they don't pay? What happens?
We were contacted by Johnny's to let us know that he wasn't paying, and he was like $1,300 behind. And we told him what he was facing if he did not pay. And I sent the information to Johnny's and told them that we had talked to him and told him he had to pay.
Who's him? The defendant? When you say him, we talked to him. Was that him? Him is
Mr. Hoosier.
Go ahead.
And explained to him that he had to pay. We talked to Johnny's and let them know. They sent an email back stating they were going to, and this was January 23rd, they were going to go ahead and deactivate him because it sounds like he isn't even going to try to pay his balance. Can you get my device back from him? I would really appreciate it. I will let the judge know he is being removed from the system. So they decided that they were deactivating it, which I had informed him what could happen. And I said, this information is going straight. They are sending it straight to the judge to let him know you're not paying and they're going to deactivate it. So we never told him to take it off. They sent that email and we told him that he needed to contact Johnny.
Where's the email you're talking about? Do we have a copy of that we're talking the issue?
Yesterday.
Is that?
And not the actual email, but I sent.
Oh, sorry. Here's your original.
There's the original.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Patsy, please. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, we sent, because they're the ones that contact y'all. Johnny's office contacts y'all regarding those devices. I don't get in the middle of that. I just get on to the client to let them know the circumstances if they don't. It was it was something that was required when he bonded out. And until he is told by the judge, he has to have that device on it.
How long had y'all had the device on him? How long had he been having the device? Does anybody?
Our computer system is down, and it's been down for all week. And right now, I don't know when it's going to be up, so I don't have access to the actual date. I thought it was when he. It was something that you had set, but I don't know the date. It was not one of our requirements. I know that. but I don't know the actual date it was set that he had to have it. I just know December 12th is when I got the email from Johnny explaining that he was not charging the device and, you know, so it was not on at all.
Yeah, that's some of this information this court just doesn't have. I don't show when it was ordered at all.
Yeah.
Which puts me in a dark, but it,
Hold on just 1 second.
it was in June when he had, I think, an initial appearance and of last year, June of last year.
June.
And then, but his bond was made in April a year ago. It was $20,000, but doesn't have anything else. Which is incomplete. But I do have some the information stating that the defendant is just not paying and has not paid for the GPS device, which has to be done.
I've caught up on payments.
To whom?
So John, he paid it up.
When?
Just after the first of the year when he got his job back. He got
Get Johnny on the phone. Can we get somebody?
Well, it's in the text message.
Yeah, I want him on the phone though, because now it's
one of the messages that he got paid and he's fine. It doesn't work, but he's fine as long as he pays.
Yes, we got an email from Johnny's on February 1st stating that Mr. Hoosier had paid off the balance and his device was reactivated. I just know that's when we got the email.
No, they said we didn't. 2 weeks ago, I cut it off. They told me again.
Oh, now hold on. Sis, this is in this was yesterday from Johnny's Auto. When we deactivated the defendant for non-payment of outstanding balance on January 23rd of this year, I sent an email letting everyone know that also that we would need our device back as soon as possible. Then the defendant called, paid in full, and I reactivated him and told him he needed to charge the device, but he was still not charging the device, which is the reason we didn't get an alert when we cut it off. I sent out an email when we reactivated him on 2/1/24. This office had no idea he had removed the device himself and had not turned it into us or the bondsman. I still have him active in the system and the device in the message gap because he never charges it. We need the device back. It's $575 if he doesn't return it. Look, we never have problems. I never have problems, and we have hundreds of these out. And you've got to charge it up, or you're not following the rules. But that's your responsibility. When you don't charge it, it might as well be at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. It doesn't help anything. And if something bad happens, then someone is going to say, who is supervising all of this? It'd be me, and I'd go, I didn't know. And I don't like that as an answer. I want to know. But I want you to follow the court's rules. Or if I'm satisfied you don't, then you can sit out in jail until this gets disposed of. Because we have to be able to trust you to follow the rules. And one of those, we want to know where you are at all times in light of the charges. That's easy to figure out. And it's no big deal. We're not going to bother you as long as you're not up to no good. But this, and when it's not charged up, which is your part, then it doesn't do any good. You understand?
Yes.
Here's what we're going to do. You get the device on.
He has it in his car, right?
Get the device on you. The next time I hear somebody alert me it's not charged up, we're going to come in here and it will be shame on you. Do you understand? Because nobody else can charge it up but you. That's your responsibility. Get the thing charged up. I don't want to hear this again. Do you understand? You got a record to remind me now. This is intolerable. Okay? All right. You understand clearly?
Clearly.
Pay, charge it. Those are your two obligations here. And if that is too much of a burdensome, which everybody else handles that. Everybody, I seldom have this issue when we got a lot of us. Then you won't be released on bond. It's that simple. We got to have a verification process. And this is what it is. We don't have a backup plan. You understand? Is that yes? You respond as though you exist. Okay. God, you know, come on. We communicate. The English is a good method, but we got to be able to communicate here, or else, you know, I feel like you're not understanding or something. Okay, so you clearly understand.
I understand.
All right, get that thing on you as fast as possible. Charge it up, and Patsy, I want y'all and Johnny to tell me if it's not charged up. How long does it take to be charged up?
It'll take, usually they say the first time do it 3 hours, and then you can charge it like an hour every day. But if you let it die again, then it is going to take another 3 hours.
Do you understand that? What it takes? So it's a daily charge?
Yes, every day you're supposed to charge an hour.
So what do they do? Charge it while they're asleep generally at night? Is that what people do?
That's what they're supposed to do. My understanding is they're a very short cord on it, so it's kind of hard to do. But I'm just going by what Johnny says, because I've never even seen one. So
you put an extension cord on it?
I don't think so. Everybody complains because I can't, you know, I have to be right next to the wall to get it on. I'm like, there should be some way to make it work.
But it's not adaptable to any other extension? Is that?
It's a plug-in. You can put it on extension.
No, but is it, sir?
It's a plug-in. You can put it on
You
extension.
can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, he thinks you can.
I tried
And
it.
a lot of times,
He says it works with an extension. So, okay, well,
a lot of times they'll charge it and then like run to the bathroom. You have to charge it a solid 3 hours. So best time would be sleep.
that's what I understood. People did. At night when they were sleeping, but I couldn't imagine that they had to stick their leg up against a wall socket.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem practical.
That's what when they complain, that's what the stories I hear.
Well, he thinks he knows how to do this.
Okay. Well, good.
We shouldn't have a problem again, right? What's the next event? You understand?
We have
everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a court date coming up.
You do? Okay. All right. Let's.
So we can excuse.
Yes. Let's move on. Okay. Who's ready on, please?